everybody, and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be arriving at BookTube by featuring a video on Japanese June TBR. I have really been very fascinated by all that I've seen in Japanese June TBR videos over the years. However, I've been surprised to not find as many videos this year. But in any case, I'm really very excited to be participating in this Japanese June TBR, as I just am so fascinated by Japan. The first book that I will be reading to participate in Japanese June is none other than The Tale of Genji. It is a classic work of Japanese literature and even lauded by many as the world's first novel. It is written by Lady Murasaki Shikibu and translated by Royal Tyler in this edition. And isn't this such a beautiful addition to it? I bought it about 9 years ago, and I made sure I got the really very pretty edition. And on the front it has a character, a male character, I believe is Genji, and on the back we have a female character in a pretty kimono. And in the center we have an interesting character, fiery character in a Japanese costume. At first I thought it was a dragon or a magical creature. However, I don't think it is a fantasy book, although it is a psychological book full of digressions. And it was composed during the medieval period of the golden age of Japan. And I am so fascinated by the medieval period. I even did my dissertation partly on the medieval period, medieval romance, and I was really happy to find that the Genji, which I've always admired, was written during the medieval period. It makes me wonder if there was uniformity in the world during the medieval period. And The Tale of Genji, as I mentioned, is a classical work of Japanese literature from the olden days of Japan. And after finishing up a classical work on the beginnings of Japan, then I'll move on to a modern Japanese author, Haruki Murakami. And a friend of mine mentioned that Murakami often actually alludes to the Tale of Genji in his works, so I'm curious to see that. And I think it really comes in handy that I'll be reading the Tale of Genji right before reading Haruki Murakami's works, as I'll be able to understand these allusions. And Haruki Murakami is a very famous Japanese author, and it is said that they are thinking of giving him the Nobel Prize of Literature, so I'm really very curious to see what his writing is all about. I've already read 1Q84, but I'm reading now some of his earlier works, which is the Trilogy of the Rat. The first work is a double book, Hear the Wind Sing and Pinball 1973. And the cover of this wind/pinball is so beautiful. It has something like, I think it is some ladies floating in outer space. But whatever it is, I'm really very curious to see it, to read it. And the next is A Wild Sheep Chase. What a very catchy title. This is a sheep in front with a star, and in the back we have Haruki Murakami and his cat. Isn't that cute? And then I will be reading the final novel in the Trilogy of the Rat, which is Dance, Dance, Dance. This is a very pretty cover. In the front it is mostly blue, and in the back it is mostly pink. My two favorite colors, blue and pink. And I particularly picked the trilogy of the Rat as I just love dancing, and that is one of my favorite hobbies. So I'm interested to see what Haruki Murakami has to say about dancing. And so that is it for today's video. I will let you know how the reading goes, and I hope to, at the end of the month, do a wrap-up on all I've read. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and sayonara.